Is it going?
Yes.
Hello.
Good morning.
It's not morning.
It's most definitely afternoon.
We're gonna go see the sunset at the lighthouse.
Yes.
We've been dancing for so long under the stars. I feel that the grass will cut through my skin.
10 things you didn't know about college. And they don't tell you. I have no idea if there's 10.
Yeah, me either.
That's okay.
We're just gonna talk about it. Okay, so one of the things that, like, going into college that I was like, is this really like a thing, is rate my professor. Like, when people were like, oh, did you look them up, whoever like I had classes for, did you see if they were good, I would be like, I don't care, because I just wanted the time. Like, I was so worried about,
I want it at this time. I only want Tuesday, Friday, Thursday. I only want Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you
Right.
know, whatever.
But
I don't want 8 a.m.
So I started my second semester. I got my classes in the times I wanted, but one of my professors was so bad. Like, I would have failed the class if I would have stayed with him. And I looked on Rate My Professor and he had like all these bad reviews, and I'm like, should have known. But like, didn't listen. So like, that's something you should do and like take into consideration. Maybe not your first semester, but like just try as hard, because I know like freshmen get
Or
last
just
pick.
ask around.
Class numbers, like classroom numbers,
Oh yeah.
the way those are.
I like big classes.
Oh, that's not what I was saying, but like,
Oh.
yeah. I mean, it depends on where you go to school, because like if you go to a bigger university, your class size is going to be a lot bigger. What I was talking about was like room number. So like reading a room number, because usually the building is like abbreviated by 3 letters, and then
you don't know what that means.
you have like 3 numbers or so after that, sometimes 4.
It'll be like 1044 and you're like, what does that even mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's not 1,000. No, that means
Yeah.
first 4.
Yeah.
Look
So always
for-
the first number or 2 are the floor, because like
Yeah.
if it's 01, that's probably either first floor or ground floor.
Yeah.
And then the number after that will be the
Your room number.
Yeah. So
But
like,
it'll all be a 1 on the door.
yeah, you'll have to like walk around to find them.
Yeah,
But also
find your
do that.
classes
Yeah.
early. Yeah, find your classes early, because if you just show up the first day and you like didn't look for your classes, if you're not 30 minutes early, you will be late. Like, you're just gonna be late.
Yeah.
And like, it's okay to be late.
But
at the
our
same time-
university has an attendance policy where if you don't show up on the first day, you drop from the class, and that's like really
And then you like gotta go up to the teacher afterwards and be like, I wasn't here for attendance yet. I was lost. And then you gotta like do your attendance, and then it's like if you're rushing to your next class and you don't know what your next class is, you don't know how far you're gonna have to walk, because like where we go, like there could be a 20-minute walk in between your classes.
yeah.
If you're not a morning person, don't try to be one.
Right.
Just like don't, because I had 8 a.m.s all last semester, and like I'm not a morning person, or at least
It
not an 8 a.m.
sounds nice,
morning
like the idea of like waking up early and getting your classes over with so that you have the rest of the day, but it doesn't work that way, because then you
know
stay
what?
up late and you don't want to get up early, and then you're drained after you finish classes, and you don't want to do anything like study, you don't want to think about anything else, like you just want to sleep.
Also, you go to class, well, no, by the end of it, but not even by the end, by like the 4th week, you're like rolling out of bed, literally rolling out of bed, showing up to class late, not paying attention, and then just leaving, and you're not getting anything out of it, really, because you're just like, I can't do
Right.
mornings. There's placement tests, so you can test out of stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
So like if you've taken a language and you need a language for your major, ask if you have a placement exam, because if you know enough, you can either place into like the 2nd level class or place out of it, and like you know enough to get your credits, if that makes sense.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Yeah, well, I failed my Spanish one, so I had to take it all.
Well, I haven't taken mine yet, but pray for me.
We live off campus. We have lived off campus. We've never lived in a dorm. I've heard that dorms are just like not it, and I've been in dorms and they just don't look like they're it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, do what you have to do. If you want to live off campus when you're choosing your apartment, you need to take into consideration like how far you are, because like that's
Parking.
a big thing, because driving to school is most of the time not going to be an option, so you need to make sure that your bus system can freaking get you to school.
Yeah, we have a
and
really
on
nice
time.
bus system.
Yeah,
We do, but like,
I think the app Rider works about everywhere in the US. That app is really nice and like helpful.
what I was gonna talk about is orientation. Death. Hated it.
You have to do it though, so hopefully your school has a better orientation.
That's true.
If you
So,
go to FSU, I am sorry, because man,
that was bad. So we got to stay in a dorm together. We had to stay there for two nights.
2
3
nights,
days.
and like they don't tell you to freaking bring like a mattress top or something. You have to literally lay on a cardboard box with a sheet and a blanket, and you have to bring that. So if you don't, like,
And a pillow. You had to bring a pillow too.
yeah, oh my god,
First of all,
don't recommend, but like have to, you know. When you're in college, it's like you just have to be good at time management. You need to learn how to manage your time. Like if you're gonna get a part-time job, you need to learn how to like balance how much you work with how much you're gonna study, because you're gonna have to study. It's not like high school where they tell you, oh, this is gonna be on the test, this is gonna be on the quiz.
yeah.
Like
You don't know.
you have to like know everything and be like basically fighting for your grade, because they're not just gonna be like, oh, here's an A, everyone starts with an A. Like, no, you gotta work that up.
first grade. That's gonna be your grade for a while.
Yeah. But also, C's get degrees. Don't be hard on yourself.
That's true. C's do get degrees.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the #1 thing. And like, if you're not good at time management, freaking get a planner and write everything down and look at it every day. Put post-it notes all over your walls. Like, do whatever you need to do to remember everything that you commit to, because it's a lot. And if you have to, set aside time to study. Like for me personally, I can study in my room at the apartment, but like being at the library around everyone who is also studying is so motivational. Like I could sit at the library for 3 hours straight.
Find your spot in the library for real, because library is your friend. Just go there.
Yeah.
Drink your coffee, drink your tea, eat your muffin.
Don't be afraid to ask for help, because
there's so many help rooms, there's so many group
there's
chats,
so many
there's so
nice
much,
people.
Yeah.
If you're in a class, especially a big class, and you think that you're gonna need like a study partner, like that's a way to make friends, A. And B, if you just look around the room and see who's paying attention, like if you sit up front and notice somebody else is paying attention and like taking really good notes and trying to learn,
Just ask.
them if you want to study with them, because like it's like gonna be worth it if they do, and like you'll have somebody you can lean on and like have help with the entire semester.
Also, TAs are pretty good about help, because professors are like,
Oh yeah, office hours. Professors love if you go to office hours. I've only gone to office hours one time, but if you start going and building relationships with your
They're
professors,
gonna know you. They're gonna
know
offer
you.
you more help.
that, and then also like later when you're applying to grad school, you can get recommendation letters from professors you have relationships with. Like it's just really good to like build that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the clubs.
Oh.
So we go to a party school. People never stop partying. Don't worry about.
Like literally never.
Yeah, like.
And we're just not that type of people. Like, yeah, we go out like maybe once in a while, but like it has to be like we have to both be in the mood to go, and like we are safe about it. Like Uber, you know, whatever.
Yeah, don't stress about like, oh, this is the party of a lifetime. There's 1,200 parties of a lifetime every single weekend.
Yeah.
Like, don't stress about it.
I feel like if you want to join a club, I feel like it's important, because like if you do, it makes your community a little bit smaller. Like it's not as intimidating to walk on campus if you know a few people, whereas like if you don't know anyone, it's like there's like thousands of on thousands of people walking near you, and you can feel really lonely. So I feel like even if it's just joining one club that you have a slight interest in, like, it can just make it feel a little bit smaller when you start to get to know people. So you have like at least like 1 or 2 people that you can meet up with whenever, you know?
Yeah.
And like, if you are gonna join clubs, like, don't join so many. That goes back into time management.
Just don't spread yourself to think you don't have enough time.
Because you're going to need to study. You're like signing up for all this stuff before you even have like your schedule set in stone, before you have a job or whatever. You're gonna be like flat as a pancake and not have any time to do anything for you, and that's so important. You need to learn how to like take time for yourself,
because you'll just get so caught up in like, oh, I need to just study for this, I need to go to work,
be
I need
stressing
to
about like your future. That is like
turn left
a big thing. Like, you just have to like know that where you are is like where you're supposed to be.
Out with the old and with the new. If we happen to be is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my pride, babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of faith. But let me tell you, I like you a lot, babe. I wish that you would love me. I wish that you would love me more. Nobody else loved me. Like, shorty, what you asking for? So back up,
Love you
in 2.3 miles.
Can you
the destination is on your left. St.Marks lighthouse.
I'm not saying I'm right, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying right now I wanna get along, baby. I don't wanna fight.
Was it something I did, something I said, that I just forget what I always forget?
I've got nothing to prove. I'm calling the truth, girl. If I'm risking you, that's just too much to lose.
I'm so sorry. I don't wanna fight. I look like a bird. Y'all better hurry up. Y'all missing it. It closes in 45 minutes.
Were we supposed to turn that?
No.
Okay. Bye.